My husband had died unexpectedly, and at that time, I had 2 kids at home, one getting ready to go for college. And Stephanie came over and she said, "Thank you for honoring me by letting me go through this process with you." And then I cried. That was a difficult thing to do. And I appreciated the fact that Stephanie understood how big an emotional step that was for me to take, and that she didn't make herself a huge presence in the process. She listened as I had memories about pieces of clothing and things like that. But we got through the process. It was done. And then she said that incredibly kind thing to me that showed that she valued and knew how hard this was to do. And I don't know that many other people would have had the presence of mind to understand just how poignant that moment in time was. Getting all of these letters in the mail, statements, bills, things like that. And, in the division of labor in my house, my husband took care of that. I took care of other things. Not that I didn't want to or didn't have the knowledge, but after he died, these things kept coming in and I kept looking at them going, I don't know what to do with this stuff. I pay the bill, but do I need to keep this? Should I throw this away? Is this important? I'm not sure. And so the paper kept piling up. And so I really was originally looking for help on putting together a system for processing the administrative paperwork that was coming in my house that I really hadn't had to deal with before. And so that's where I got started with Stephanie. And what I liked when I spoke with her on the phone, because I spoke with a couple of different people who were organizers, was that she spoke with me, number one. Number two, she offered to come out and take a look and visit with me in person. And I said, so I don't know how this works, Stephanie. What do we do? Do you just have a system that you're going to show me and I'm going to work with it? And she looked at me and she said, why would I do that? And I thought, oh, well, because that's why I hired you. And she goes, I don't know you. I don't know how your brain works. We have to sit through this together and process what system's going to work best for you. And that was a home run answer for me, because everybody else just wanted to have a quick conversation on the phone. I can start whenever. She really seemed to come at it from a perspective of, I need to get to know the individual. I need to work with them and understand how they function in their space and where they're getting stuck. And that really appealed to me.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, really confident in her abilities and really confident in that this was going to be something I could really take in and continue to use over time. I'm one that if it's a little bit hard, I might try and keep up with it for a little bit, but then I'd probably go back to what I'm comfortable with, even though it may not necessarily be the best choice for me. And I have to explain that at that time, my husband having just died, sending a child off to college, and then another one, a senior in high school, life was very chaotic. Just tons of change that came very unexpectedly. So I really needed something to give me a foothold on, you can do this and you're going to be okay. And it would seem silly that having somebody come to organize would do that, but it really, amongst other things, I won't say that it was all an organization, but amongst other things, this was really helpful and validating. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I know, I've got a system now. This makes sense. It was helpful that Stephanie had the banking background that she did, because a lot of the stuff that really was off-putting to me was the financials. And so I could show that to her and she's like, yeah, this exists electronically. We can throw this away. Yes, this is duplication. You've already got a hard copy of this. We don't need to keep that. So that was really helpful, because I kind of knew that, but it was nice to have somebody to validate that for me.